been so.
What is up, people? Yen Dizzle back in the building again, and here we are again, back with this NFL stuff. And we ain't talking about no sports. We talking about news for life. And we got Nate HD all over again.
What it do? You know, I'm already back. You know, I like being in front of cameras, always looking good, dipped in butter. But, you know, we got some important things to talk to you about. It's kids these days. You understand how kids just be rage quitting about random stuff? How they just blow up over stuff like that? Like just random business. Like if somebody steps on your kicks and then they give you a stank look and you start fighting. And, I mean, that's just stupid.
I mean, and also kids hitting their own mothers. The mothers who gave you life. I wish somebody would want to hit their own mother. I never had. That thought would have never occurred. And let's get this started.
Right in my arm. And that hurt. And what gives you the right to strike me with your elbow?
Dude, the first time you went like that to me, I ignored it. And you jabbed me again.
I didn't jab you.
And I could see where it was going and what I said to you, and this was a word of warning.
I tapped you. I did not jab you. You jabbed me.
I was petrified. And what I said to you is physical acts of aggression get taken very seriously on an airplane. If you begin to get aggressive, they will put handcuffs on you.
I was getting your attention. I did this. I was tapping your arm with my elbow, and you went like that.
I had told you on more than one occasion that I wasn't putting the volume down.
Well, you know what? I kept asking because it was driving me crazy.
So then you decided to do this, and after the second one, I gave you one back as a way to say, stop it.
So you said that's enough?
Exactly.
No, yeah, you got my attention, but I'm not a dog.
So why don't you heed my suggestions of stop it when I ask politely?
Because you're not the complete boss of me. I control my body, I control what I do, and you don't have the right to hit me that hard. I lightly tapped your arm with my elbow. Stop, let me talk. I lightly tapped your arm with my elbow to get your attention. Bam, right in my arm. It actually left a mark for about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes later, it was finally fading.
Backing up, you said you're not the boss of me. I am the boss of you. When a mother says to be quiet, she's the boss of you, and you need to listen to that. Bottom line.
I never said.
When a teacher says something, she's the boss of you, and you need to listen.
Shut up! Give me a turn to speak. Fine, see? You do that to me. How does it feel? How does it feel to be told to shut up?
We've talked about it.
Let me speak. How does that feel?
not.
How does that feel?
Do not put your hands on me. Do you understand me?
Do you understand me?
This scene right here. I have a whole lot of words, but I can't really say it out loud.
It's devastating.
But you to put your hands on your mom, the person who gave you birth. Shoot, I don't care about how you feel. Should have never have hit your mom. Should have never. And I can relate to a time like this. You know, of course, you're young, you want to be able to do certain things, and you want to be able to do this and do that, but never yell, never hit your own mother. I mean, person who gave you life, like, just why? What was it worth it? It show one, your life would never be the same with that person. And I mean, kids, they're just going way too far. I mean, kids that just want to do this and do that. I'm actually quite ashamed and sad to have been born in this generation because of kids like that. Kids like that, like,
have no respect for their own parents. I mean, it's just unacceptable behavior. your parents are doing the best they can to raise you kids, but if y'all giving them a hard time, it's very hard to raise your own child. And they're basically doing the best as they can do to raise you up to be like whatever you want to be when you grow up. But I mean, at least give your parents a chance to be able to help you in the future. But that's all I got to say.
And let's move on to the next clip. See you there.
Alright guys, come on, 10%, 10%, 5%. We almost got him, 7 hours guys, this is all it is, 7 hours. Alright, he's down. Alright, cool. Alright, everyone roll. Oh sweet, the leather belt dropped. Thank God, I've been waiting for that thing for so long. What the f***? You stole my leather belt! Hey, don't put it out from that fucking leather belt!
Now, after looking at that type of video, I really don't understand why that guy had to blow up just because he took a leather piece of clothing from World of Warcraft. It's just a game. I understand that you can rank up and stuff in those type of video games, but if somebody steals a coat when it can just respawn or come back whenever, I don't understand why he had to break like a 1980s computer monitor, throw it on the ground like it was his, and just walked out cussing, and everybody else was looking at him funny, just laughing at him. I just really don't think that that was the appropriate way to handle something. I mean, I wouldn't really say you could cuss at the person, because I don't think he really cares, as long as he got what he wanted. But, I mean, it's just a game. You could, like, calm down. Do you have anything you would like to add to that, Sir Yendizzle?
No, not really. I mean, I don't have none. It was just a sight to see. Like, a game shouldn't get you that mad. You shouldn't be in a certain sort of your own world to where you're able to go crazy and go and do things like that. In the real world, that's not how it works. You can't just rage quit and call it a day. It's not how the real world works. That's it.
True.
And let's get to this next clip.
All right, man.
In case 562027, that the defendant shall serve a term of 3 years, which is the minimum on count 1 of that. As to count 2 in that case, felonious assault, a felony of the 2nd degree, it is ordered that the defendant shall serve a term of 2 years in prison on that count. As to count 3 of that case, the robbery, which is also a felony of the 2nd degree, the court orders that the defendant shall serve a term of 2 years on that count as well.
Tony Farmer's talent on the basketball court made the Garfield Heights High School senior one of the top college recruits in the country.
The defendant shall serve a term of 3 years, which is the minimum.
But the 18-year-old Farmer may have forfeited a scholarship and his future when he attacked his ex-girlfriend in her apartment building in Bedford Heights on April 23rd. This surveillance video obtained by the Fox 8 I-Team shows Farmer striking Andrea Lane in the head and then continuing to strike and kick the 18-year-old as she cowered in a corner and pleaded for him to stop. But police say he dragged her outside by the hair and continued to assault her. Then, when she tried to get back inside the apartment building, he attacked her again, tried to pull her outside, and later kicked her in the head 4 times.
The sheriff for transport to the Lorraine Correctional Institution for evaluation as to transfer.
And as Tony Farmer heads to prison, the judge says he only has himself to blame for the cloud that now hangs over his once bright future.
The opportunities that were lost, I would just say that he lost them.
Welcome back, people. Now, this video, it was really disappointing to hear that somebody ended up wasting his whole future because of beating up his own girlfriend. And the reason why me and Nate both chose this one is because that we're both entering into the adulthood life and then eventually going to college soon next year, and it just basically shows us that somebody really messed up his future because of what he did by beating up his girlfriend. I mean, if he was a basketball player, he could have at least did some working out to loosen his muscles, like just forget about it really. But I mean, it's just heartbreaking, and I don't want to see anybody actually messing up their future because of this. And that's basically it, all I have to say about this one. Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I know how we was talking about all this NFL sports business. You know how kids these days have been acting very childish, and they could have took things a different way. But as I do say, like and subscribe to my YouTube videos, and I will catch you in
The next video. And all we got to say about this,
Don't be that kid.
Deuces.